Hello, anyone of any capacity of intelligence. Welcome to the first ever episode to the Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic High School Rewritten series. Obviously, Sonic.
Hello. Hello, I'm here as well.
This is my co-host D. Cornholio. This
Yes,
is
hello, I am the Cornhuelo.
this
Yes.
audio drama is produced by us, and the original fan fiction, and quite possibly the continuation of said fan fiction, is made by munchacho 1994. Anyways, this broadcast has been sponsored by Nordic gas units. You can't really live without some gashing, especially if you're from the north.
Quite so, yes.
Anyways, let's get to the reading of the fanfiction.
Yeah.
Sonic scrambled to brush his teeth and lace up his red high-top sneakers. He dashed from room to room, bouncing around much like a ball in a pinball machine. He barreled past the kitchen doorway. Sonic's nose picked up the aroma of fresh, sizzling bacon. His mother, standing by the stove, wearing an apron and oven mitts, called to him. It's your...
Like supposed to.
Yes.
Oh, crap. Where is it?
It's at the point of the, saying of the character speaking.
Oh, where was it? Oh, is it this one? Is it
Yes.
this line?
Yes, that line.
Sonic, there's 2 strips of bacon and an egg left over if you're hungry.
The temptation was strong, but Sonic knew he had to force himself to resist it. He shook his head. No,
Sorry. Sorry, no time for breakfast.
he blurted back, throwing on his backpack and running past her. Sonic's mom, standing surroundings, turned red, and dark clouds gathered around her, emitting fat flashes of lightning. You will regret this, she threatened in a soft, deep growl, glaring at the place in the hallway where Sonic once stood. Sonic was indifferent to his mother's warnings. He would never make it to homeroom on time if he stopped to eat breakfast. He raced out the front door, slamming it so hard the sound ringed and echoed throughout the house. The passing houses became blurs around him as he shot down the sidewalk as he approached the intersection between his house and the bus stop. He heard a familiar vroom and craned his neck around to see the school bus crest over the hill. Quickly whizzing past him, there was a loud metallic clang. Sonic felt his body collide with something hard because he was not looking where he was going. He had smashed at Mach 3 into a mailbox. Shaking his head, it was clear his blurred vision. Sonic stood up and stared in disbelief. As the bus drove throughout the intersection, just seconds before the light turned red on the pedestrian signal changed to your time.
Oh, what? The pedestrian signal changed that. Don't walk. Don't walk.
The bus left behind a big black exhaust clouds, which caused the hedgehog to cough and retch violently, as for any type of Mobian. Damn it, Sonic thought,
Damn.
internally chastising himself, which was common for his lineage. You're going to miss the bus, and on your first day of 12th grade too. After what seems like an hour's wait, the signal finally proclaimed,
Walk. You can walk now.
Sonic raced through the intersection, and in the distance, he could just make out his friends, Tails, and Knuckles at the bus stop, boarding the bus.
Stop! Don't leave yet!
Shouted Sonic. By now beginning to tire from running so long, he suddenly wished he didn't spend his summer playing the Gears of War series, in his room. Tails turned around, rapidly towards the rapidly growing blue ball on the horizon.
What? Sonic?
He sputtered. Sonic slowed to a stop in front of the steps of the bus, huffing and puffing harder than the big bad wolf.
Tails! Knuckles!
He panted.
Yeah, I made it! Hey, buddy.
Said Tails, giving Sonic a hug.
For a second, we thought you got that flu that's been spread around town. It's a shame he didn't.
Knuckles lamented. Sonic raised an eyebrow at Knuckles as the three of them headed into the bus. Upon boarding, Sonic paused for a second to adore his bright red and white shoes. Thanks, little buddies. Thanks, little buddies. I never would have made it without you guys. Sonic and Tails found an empty seat around the middle of the bus and sat down it. Tails noticed that Knuckles was already taken the bench behind them. It had spread out as wide as possible, to the point where he took up the whole seat.
I'm so bad,
Laughed Knuckles to himself.
Hey, look, everybody.
He yelled in an obnoxious tone of voice to everyone else on the school bus.
I'm taking up the whole seat, even though it's meant for 2 passengers.
No one else cared, as per usual for
like so, yes.
Sounds. Much like how a invasive clutch eater would masquerade as one kin of a Bosroni bartled fledgling.
Yes, quite so.
Tails rolled his eyes as the bus started to move.
Oh, right. He thinks he's so evil for taking up 2 seats on the bus.
He scoffed.
Dr. Eggman is evil. All he is annoying.
Sonic replied. He scratched the area between his legs and laughed. Why was he still friends with Knuckles anyway? As far as Sonic knew, he had always been a prick. Sonic's mind flashed back to the first day of 2nd grade, when he and Knuckles first met. Sonic took a bite of his peanut butter jelly sandwich, trying to block out the sound of the other kids' noisy, overlapping conversations. It seemed like all the other students wanted to do was either yell the word penis at each other over and over, throw food at each other, or talk about how hot Justin Bieber was. Since Sonic didn't want to do any of that,